Hi there friends and welcome to my new gameplay series for Another Brick in the Mall. I'm Icon and this series will guide you through basically a normal gameplay attempt of this wonderful little mall simulator. I'm playing it on expert difficulty because I wanted to have a nice challenge. This means we do have quite costly things, like foundations are really costly, everything we build has high maintenance costs, our staff needs to go to the toilets and needs breaks, or they'll grow very angry. So there's a lot of realism in this difficulty level, and I felt like it would make a good entertainment this way. Alright, so let's get right started. As we see here, we have this map at our disposal, but we can only start here. So at the beginning I want to build a little, well, a little store that pretty much sells a bit of everything. So a few pieces of road go here, and then we're going to lay down the foundations for the shop itself. Just going to build something like that for now. Let's say 21 on 8. And let's get started. So I don't place down more building orders because I can't prioritize anything, sadly. So if I put up too many orders at once, there's going to be the issue that they're going to build somewhere, I don't know where. So the first few days we will make definitely a minus, because we are building our store from the ground, and I think it's going to take at least 1 day or two for us before we can actually open. So besides the, together with this we will also need a few parking places and also a loading space, but all these things have to wait for now. Let's leave the constructors to their job for a moment. But I also want to put a wall in here as soon as I can. But first, let me check how much room we'll need. Okay, can't really tell for now. The preview function is a little bit janky. We can only see how far. Here we go. How far the counter goes as soon as the foundations are built, because I can only place these things indoors. Alright. Constructors are a little bit angry. Look at this guy. It's mostly because I don't have any toilets or other things for the staff available at this point, but don't be afraid. They might grow angry, but they don't break because of that, luckily. Now, a few checkout counters, a staff door, and a few walls later, our first area will be completed. Alright, after all that's been done, let's set down more foundations and a few into this direction to make room for a few shelves more. And of course, I want to do a few more roadworks. That's a loading zone, because this will be our storage. A few staff parking lots to leave these customer parking slots open. A garbage pickup, because that's just mandatory. Also a trash can in front of that. Just the basics. And now we're also going to slap down a few customer parking slots, because our customers only come with a car. Alright. So far I can't do really much more than just watch my workers go, but that's just fine. We have a lot of cash at our hand, and the best thing about that, there are a lot of little milestones which will yield certain amounts of money. So for the first few weeks it ain't that important to have a profitable business, because most of the profits will come via the objectives. And until I run out of objectives to fulfill, my shop should be doing profit. At least that's the theory behind that. Let's hope I can deliver. Alrighty. At the beginning of the game, you start out with enough builders to keep building the whole day. If you look at the shifts here, they're just configured so that there's at all times of the day at least one worker here, which is quite important if you think about rats, because in this game Rats can only be removed by builders. Don't ask me why, but they seem to be the only people capable of spraying these rodent-destroying chemicals. Nobody else can do that besides the builders. Balance, I guess. Now, our shop is almost ready to be opened. We just need a few more rooms, or a few more foundations. As you see here, this guy is hungry and his bladder is full. But against that hunger problem, we can do something already. With the bladder, not so much yet. But where is that? For better food stocks, we need researches first, but a vending machine is our friend. It's like they can acquire some food out of the vending machine. That ain't really healthy or anything, but little do I care. Alright, the shop is done. Let's assign this. We put down a store area, because that's where we sell stuff, and a storage area, that's where we store stuff. Duh. And managing, link it with the storage, and hire a few cashiers. For now, I'll start with 3 people, because I have 3 checkouts. I really like to go for... let's check. Speed and patience, although ideally all these stats should be okay. Let's go for that guy first. Ugh. Personnel ain't really delighting here. Okay, shift planning goes like this. I want to have the store opened until 21 o'clock, and we're going to leave it like that. So I do know that with this schedule there will be not enough workforce at the end of the day, but this is going to be a problem we dive into later. The way bigger problem right now is that our store is not selling anything whatsoever. So let's change that first. Let's place down a few food shelves and a few regular shelves on top of that. Well, let's expand the foundations into this direction as well. But keep the walls here. It's really important for me because I don't want a mix in to the storage area. The only thing missing now is the stock clerk. That's the guy filling the shelves. And now our workers just need to build the first few things. And look at that. Our first objective is completed. Officially, our store is now opened. Now, let's put a few products into the shelves. By the way, this gameplay is entirely unmodded except for one thing. I enabled a mod for more floor tiles, so we can do different floor tiles in the shops to come. But apart from that, I didn't dive into any modded content. Modded content in this game mainly offers different products, and that's about it. I mean, there's a lot of things to discover in the workshop, but as far as I was looking around, it was mostly just new products. I don't want to talk bad about that. It's really cool to have different store types. Look at that. Here we go. Toilet paper, really important during these times, and diapers, and pads and tampons. Tampons, whatever. So, our cashiers are at work now. So I got 20 parking slots, which is not really much, but it should suffice. Oh, I totally forgot one really important thing, and that's hiring a janitor. Janitors keep your store clean, obviously, and also they keep the rats away by doing this. Your customers don't like dirt in general, but dirt is a small problem compared to how they feel when they see rats in your store. So rats are really, really, really bad for the customer flow. Okay, a few more shelves into this direction and probably a few more into that direction. Shelves hold the more costly products, whereas the food shelves are low-cost products which have a higher request. But we can dive into that later. Okay, Now, one thing I really want to do, which is very important, we do need to go for break policies in the store. Because the default is they can only go for breaks when they're not busy. That's not gonna happen. So I'm going to give them the allowance to take breaks as needed. This will sometimes lead to customers being unhappy, but that's okay. We can manage that. All right. The first few wear expansions have been done, and next objective has been completed. I don't expect my shop to make profits during the first few days. That's almost impossible because your shop is not really known at this point, so there's only a low amount of customers rolling in, and also you don't have enough wares to sell, and yeah, all manner of different problems. Speaking about problems and their solutions, I want to place down a few more foundations here, like that. One more wall, a staff door, another wall, another staff door. So this is going to be my office area. So let's put up a few office desks in there. And the next thing I want to have are toilet cubicles. Do we really do 3 of them? Well, and a few sinks, because our personnel needs a restroom. There we go, restroom and office. These things cost a lot of money, and they will ultimately bring us deeper into the red for now. But I feel like it's okay to begin with that. Alright, now I got office workers, which are basically the researchers of this game. And I want to start and research the cold chain to... or do we go... No, we go for alcohol first. Just some stuff to earn more money with, you know. Alright, let's roll through the first day and see how good we go. As you see here, my last cashier is a little bit slow. There's more customers than she can take. And why is my shop not opened anymore today? So I guess that's only happening by tomorrow now. Alright. So we're going to build another checkout counter and hire another cashier for now. I don't mind being a little bit in the negative for now. What's way more important is to get all the customers through. Oh man, it's a horrible selection here. Well, whatever. So our new guy will be just helping out for the last 5 hours of the day. Okay. Let's see. Our vending machine already did $15 of profit today. Let's wait out another day and see how tomorrow will fare. We had sales numbers of $515. That's really, really, really low. Usually we can do way more. And probably we're going to slam down a foundation here. Let's do this. This will give me enough room to build another row of shelves, and that's exactly what we're needing right now. Well, looks like this assignment is confusing the construction AI severely. Alright, never mind. Now, manage. No, we want to assign that store into a larger scale, and we're going to build a few more shelves. So let's see, if I go into assigning, we have three items here and 2 items here, so 5 more shelves. To begin with, I really don't like to place down more than 1 shelf per good, because right now I have no access to on the demands screen, and while it's generally no problem to sell from 2 shelves at every good, I like to control that a little bit more directly, if you understand me. Okay, now let's go. Our stock clerk is refilling these things. I think I'm going to move this one over here, because this is blocking the move way of my personnel massively. That's better. Alright. Let's check out how much money we'll earn today. So what was here? We lost a customer because the queues were full, and we don't have enough parking lot. Okay, that's something I can change. Parking slots, sorry. Alright, let's do this. Now I'm going to start and build way more conservatively, because I don't want to build more than I actually need. So we're going to expand the customer parking a little bit. And luckily we gain a little bit of extra money with the different products. And yeah, that's good. Let's see how much money we lose per day now. Sadly, I can't talk about how much money we gain per day now because we're really far away from that. But well, we have to start somewhere, I guess. Also, I rather not look for shoplifters here because at this difficulty level, shoplifting is quite common. If I would start and watch the behavior of these fellas, I would quickly notice that a lot of these items just go without being paid. But, you know, the thing is quite simple. If I would now go for a security officer, which would check that, employing that person would cost me more money than just accepting the shoplifting to happen, which is kind of depressing, but, you know. So at this point I sold more items than I had to pay wages. Sadly the maintenance is still kicking me, but, well, could be worse. So we lost 4 of 155 daily customers and they won't come back tomorrow. A shame. So let's see. I'd say we're going to build a little bit further here. Oops, I don't want to build parking slots. It always happens to me that I accidentally build more parking slots. And also I want to save some money by, let's go into the shift planning here. I'm going to get rid of Daryl Irwin because I don't really need the builder during the daytimes. The thing is, a builder costs you 15 bucks per hour, and most of the time I don't need them this long. So instead of having, this will cut my costs by 120 bucks per day, so this will help us a lot. Of course, that also means that I won't be able to build as fast anymore, or, well, not as fast, well, you know what I mean. But that's not really a drawback. It's not like I'm running an insane expansionistic spree here. Alright, so the alcohol license will take a little bit longer, so we're going, I think this day now will be mostly a fast forward day, because I don't see me doing that much. Right, the vending machine did a profit of $35 today. The problem about these vending machines is they cost 2,000 bucks to install them, so they might give a nice little profit on the side. Basically, this vending machine pays for 2 hours of work from my builders, but yeah, it takes a while until you have earned back those 2,000 bucks, you know. So I'll rather keep my money together for now. So the first 2 hours are always a little bit stressful. We almost have instantaneously a, yeah, let's manage that. So as I see here, There's no problem to do this like that. All right. So the yellow lines mark our workforce available, and the red lines mark the potential sales. So what I do see here is that obviously we could use more workforce here. So I'm going to hire another cashier. The good thing is cashiers don't really cost you any base salary or something like that. So it's no problem to have this guy here for the early hours. So 1, 2, and 3. Just need to take care that there's never more personnel there, that I never have more cashiers than I have checkout counters. That would be slightly useless. Alright. I feel like balancing out the amount of workforce is one of the most tedious things or difficult things in this game. Because overstaffing your shop is really bad for your turnover, but understaffing is really bad for the customer satisfaction, and we still need more parking slots. That's good, because that means our shop is able to stem way more sales than that. Alright. So, we did better than yesterday. But only because I did pay less wages. But okay. It was just 130 bucks less than yesterday. But still feels a little bad, man. Alright. One more piece of, or 2 more pieces of road, and the parking lots have to move a little bit soon. But not for now. But business is going quite well so far. It doesn't look like it, but we're really doing fine. Right now I'm just waiting for the alcohol license. This will pump up my income by a substantial amount again. And let's check out the shift plan here. There's a real massive shortage of workforce at this point. So do it like that. There's still this 18 o'clock problem. Alright, so due to these overlapping things, I'm going to install another counter. The counter only costs me $3 a day, but it gives me the opportunity, it gives me the skill to, or not skill, the chance to fulfill more of these demands at once. Here we go. So what we'll need is, well, I need more workforce for this slot here. So let's hire another person for that. Since I am already why doesn't that move like that? Well, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Let's try this out. Let's see if this works out somehow. The thing is, I know that I will need more and more people here. And the good news is, it doesn't matter if you make any mistakes with the staff. At this point, the game is highly unrealistic because you can't just hire and fire as you please. There's no problem whatsoever if you just fire these folks and rehire them the next day. You can even hire a person and tell them to be at work in 2 hours, and they will just happily oblige. It's no problem. So, okay. Here we go. Well, let's see how well this will work out today. Good chance of alcohol license being finished today. And another objective has been completed. $20,000 rushing into my pocket. No biggie. Hooray! So we got that. Let's continue with the cold chain project. And meanwhile, give me a sec. So where's the alcohol again? So we got 3 new slots for beverages and 1 more for food. I kind of like derped that one. Okay, good stuff. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Well, looks like we need to expand the shop first. Well, let's do it like that. It's a little bit, I don't like it too much to work like that, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Pet food right next to the wine. Rather not talk about that. So these new products will come into store tomorrow. And now let's check the last 2 hours of our store time. Looking good. I mean, so we had a turnover of $400 more than yesterday, and we only need to work on paying the maintenance at this point any longer, or you know what I mean. Somehow the language is not with me today. All right, the vending machine is pumping out money every day. I want to have a vending machine for the store someday later too, but not yet. We're not there yet. So once the cold chain technology has been discovered, I want to expand that shop into this direction a little bit more, or well, let's go into this direction, I'd say. I really like it that you can modernize your store on the fly during the work. It's a really comfy thing. I worked in retail stores myself. I actually have quite some real-life experience with that whole topic, and I can only say this is highly unrealistic. Every customer would hate it like crazy to not be able to shop while there's construction work going on, but luckily this game ain't realistic in this department. That's okay. Alright, now we got alcohol. So we're losing 1 customer every morning due to these things. I don't know. It might be a little bit... Let's do this like that. Yeah. Let's do this like that. We still got more than enough people until the very end. And it seems like the first few hours of the day are already busy enough to maintain... to comfort 2 people here. Okay. And more parking slots again. Alrighty. Now, here goes the road. This is now going to be a little bit of a bigger project here. Oh, I can't build there. Dang, I need to restructure that then. Okay. Whatever. Not today. So, it looks like there's a decent chance of our store today making its first profits. Probably. Yeah, there's a couple of hours left. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah, look at that. I mean, most likely it's going to be red numbers at the end of the day again, because we do have to pay some salaries during the night shift. But, yeah. That's some nice progression. Highest difficulty level, I know. It really feels fulfilling to satisfy the needs of your customers that early. Okay, a few more parking slots, and let's roll through another day and see how this will work out. I see a decent chance of a positive outcome today. I think I need to put up the staff restrooms somewhere closer to the cashier's place, or I'm going to... I'll tell you what I'll do. We're going to put up a staff door on this side. So our cashiers have a shortcut to get over there. Another staff door here, so they can't just move over the lawn there. There we go. So, sell 30 different types of products, almost there. So that's going to be another 15 grand. Alright. So with the next research, we should be able to amp up our... or we should be able to go for another objective here. So, let's see. We're still losing customers here in the morning hours. So I feel like I really need more workforce in the morning hours. Crazy. Yeah, but look at that. It helps. It helps already a lot. I also feel like it's more pleasant for everybody if the staff doesn't have to move out of the front door to go to the loo. Oh yeah, we're already positive at this time of the day. Today will be our first profit day. Profits after a week on the highest difficulty level. I am pleased. I gotta say, I've never been this far before, fast before. And why did they go for the other queues there? Yeah, whatever. I don't mind too much. I'd say that's a really successful end of the first episode, and I thank you so much for watching, dear friends. I hope you enjoyed the first round. Next episode we will expand this little grocery store and see where it'll bring us. I mean, no, it's not really a grocery store. It's only a grocery store if you sell more than 50% of your wares as food. But more of that next episode. So, feel free to drop me a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. And as usual, leave a thumbs up for the algorithm. It really helps a ton. And if you like that type of content, check out my channel and leave a subscription. If you turn on those notifications, you won't miss any future content from my side. I'd be more than happy if you did, but I sure don't mind if you don't. I just hope you had a great time and see you guys next time. Goodbye!